Oh, hey, what's up, guys? My name's Chris, and this is my friend Brad over here. And basically, what we're trying to do, we're trying to make a new poker channel where, we're just gonna have discussions about different aspects of the game, and we're hoping that through having these discussions, we're gonna learn about our own game, and hopefully, you can learn through our discussions as well about your game and ways that you can improve your own game. And so basically, I'm just going to turn it over to Brad now, I guess, and I'll give you some more of the deets.
Alright guys, so as Chris said, this is our new YouTube poker channel. I should start off by saying that we're both primarily online poker players. It's pretty tough for us to get access to a legitimate casino around here, so we've spent a lot of our time playing online, and that's how we're going to examine our game mostly. So we came up with the idea that the best way to go about examining our game and the basic aspects of poker would be to incorporate a book that's been highly influential in our game, and for both of us that's been Super System by Doyle Brunson. It's a pretty famous book, and it's stood the test of time. It outlines a lot of the approaches that we think are necessary, like super aggression and just gut instincts and things like that. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it right now and get you started with the first video. So I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, so I think the best way to jump into this discussion is to talk about one of the very first things that Doyle says, where he says that poker is a game of people. It's on page 17. He says that you can program a computer to play poker using stats and odds, but a computer is never going to have they're never going to be able to make observations on people. They're never going to be able to have gut instincts that it takes to be an elite poker player, and sometimes it's very hard to listen to your gut instincts. Sometimes you really want to make a call, but you're beat and you need to fold, and that's something that's very hard to do. And I think it was a very good point to make right in the beginning of the book. So I'm gonna throw this over to Brad now, and we'll see what he has to say on the subject.
Alright guys, so the point that Chris makes I think is a very valid point today. I hate to jump into our first discussion on our first video talking about one line that Doyle states, but I think it's a really important point that he does make, and the idea that poker is a game of people becomes lost today. A lot of people put all of their time into learning statistics or learning odds that may benefit them for one or two scenarios, but they don't have the ability to make gut moves and to make big moves that go completely against the statistics. So I think that it's a very underrated idea in thinking about that poker is a game of people. As a side note, I also think that since we play most of our games online, I see a lot of problems with this, that people get lost in the idea that poker is rigged online. And I'm not saying I lean one way or the other, because I've had my ups and my downs, but I do know that going into a situation where you are playing online and already having a negative idea about your atmosphere is it's already harmful to your game. So if you are leaning towards poker being rigged online, then my best advice to you probably is to not be playing on there at all, or at least to think about ways to overcome that feeling, because it can't be good for your game, and it can't be good for your composure at the table, assuming that when you get a bad beat or something like that, that there's a computer behind it, or that Full Tilt or Poker Stars is against you or something like that. A lot of times that's just lack of you wanting to keep your composure at the table. And so I don't know, I don't want to elaborate on it too much. I want the first video to be kind of for you guys, just to get a sneak peek of what we're trying to do here. So Chris and I both welcome suggestions, and we want to you know, hopefully you guys to comment on the videos and, you know, put your own opinions out there. If you think that the video is not elaborate enough, or that there's something that we can do to change the formatting to make it more effective for you guys, like we would really like to know. So you know, just I guess comment and tell us what you think. So alright.